So with that note, I greet you and welcome you. Sip Sadanand, Sip Siri, Sip Shiva, Sip Bliss, Sip Atmanand, Sip Alak, Sip Sachin, Sip Pix, Sip Jyoti, Sip Rajanand, Sip Girija, Sip Anand, Sip Paritima, Sip Shiva, Sip Dasi, Sip Sita, Sip Gigi, Sip Krishna, Sip Samatma, Sip Anil, Sip Ahem, Sip Deepatma, Sip Lakshmi, Sip Bliko, Sip Soham, Sip Shiva, Sip Ahem Atma, Sip Sukhi, Sip Girishanand, Sip Shair Ansa, Sip Kamalji, Sip Sagai, Sip Karu Pushpa, Sip Rutanu. Welcome to the call. Sunday evening. I'm having some hot soup because it's minus 10 degrees, but I think you are not in minus 10 degrees. So let us start. Girija and Ahem Atma. We have two batsmen. Girija, Ahem Atma.
Shivom Guruji,
Yes, Pix and Krishna. Shivoham.
uh, I wanted to start with yesterday's topic. What is the
Yes.
point of all this? Uh, I can say only ignorant people can say that because uh, I didn't know anything about spirituality. I was completely into material world uh, with because of my total ignorance, Guruji. And now I can say how much I wasted my half of my life, uh, thanks to, I'm very blessed and thanks to Siva who got me connected to the Zoom call and where I got a living guru who made me realize the purpose of life, that I'm not the body, mind, and ego. We are the divine soul and SIP is inside us.
This is precious. You are
My,
blessed. You are blessed to have, because other people, they cry, they live, they die, they don't know who am I. This morning when I woke up in retreat, today I'm on a retreat, and when I woke up, I realized how many people live life moment by moment. How many people live life with the thought nothing matters. We brought nothing, we will take nothing. We came alone, we will go alone. How many people realize we are manifestations of the divine? How many people understand this? Barely, barely. But on this Zoom call, we are blessed. We are a group that's discussing this day in and day out. Every day we are discussing
uh,
this.
this is the path where we come out of our sufferings and I'm moving
There's-
forward.
In this path, there is no suffering. In this path,
And
there is only there's Ananda. Ananda, Satchit
absolutely,
Ananda, Sat ke
absolutely,
chit
Guruji.
mein. जैसे सत्य के चित्त में रहना हमें, मिथ्य को दूर हमें करना, सत्य के चित्त में रहना है. This is the bull. Thank you,
बिल्कुल
Girija.
सही है
Good
गुरु
start.
जी.
Ahem Atma.
Thank you. One more thing.
Ahem Atma. Yes, yes. Girija. Hmm. You have got unmuted. Repeat now. One more thing.
No, no. I was reading this book. How can he change my life? Like the angel, Rahul got angel. Like that, we got you, Guruji. Uh, you can change our. You have changed almost our life, but with your
What?
guidance,
I cannot change your life. You have to change your life.
that's in our hands only. But with your guidance only, we are also changing. No?
Doctor
That's
can
where
give the
we.
medicine. If you don't take the medicine, don't blame the doctor. Doctor can give the medicine, but you have to take the medicine. Okay.
Of course, Guruji. Thank you. Thank you.
Aham Thank you. Aham picks Krishna. Aham picks and Krishna.
Yeah, good evening, Guruji. Krishnoham. Good evening.
Krishna.
I have 3 to 4 questions to you, Guruji.
Yes.
I read about what is aparoksha anubhuti. Always you used to say for the last 4 months. I don't understand that. What is that?
Aparoksh. Something which is beyond logic. Aparoksh. Paroksh means we can we can logically understand it. But aparoksh is that anubhuti which is beyond logic.
Okay. Beyond logic in the sense direct experience or indirect experience. What is that you are
Aparoksh,
saying?
some people call it direct experience. See,
Okay.
understand what it is. For example, if I tell you you are God, how can I
Mm,
be God? Immediately mind, how can I be God?
correct.
So this is aparoksh anubhuti. Aparoksh anubhuti means it is that realization. Anubhuti is that realization comes like aha, ting tong. It has to come. Logically, you can understand. I am not the body. I am not the mind. If I am not the body, I am not the mind, but I am. Who am I? This you can do. If everybody, okay, let me explain to you.
Mm,
If what I am teaching is logical, then
mm,
everybody in this call should be enlightened. No,
mm.
why everybody in this call is not enlightened?
Only the knowledge only we are having. How to apply it practically.
Not apply. That's the point. If everybody
Mm,
applies the knowledge, will they get enlightened?
mm.
Everybody, this is not about application of knowledge. No, this is about realization. That is called aparoksh anubhuti.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, yeah.
What did
Guruji,
you learn? What did you learn of meaning of aparoksh anubhuti?
it's a realization of God or realization of self. That we call it as aparoksha anubhuti. That I understood.
So you have to uh, what people tell you, direct experience. How that direct experience will come? How?
Mm.
So that is what, when you keep on. Abdi. It comes like that. Oh, abdiya. You understand? Abdiya means, you understand what
Ah,
abdiya?
understood, understood. I'm only
Ah.
Tamilian. Understood.
Then
But yeah, okay.
why suddenly somebody is telling you, huh? How abdi. Oh, abdiya. That is the
Super,
approach anubhuti.
super, super. You are speaking Tamil good. You are
No,
speaking
no,
Tamil
no,
fluently.
no. There's
Good.
no other way to explain to Tamilian aparoksha anubhuti.
Yeah, yeah,
If you tell Tamilian abdiya, then they understand what is the abdiya. They understand.
okay, okay. Guruji, since we are Hindus, we know about this Sanatana Dharma. We know that heaven and hell are not there. Everything is depending upon the karma. Whatever we suffer, that suffering state is a hell. Enjoying state is a heaven. There is no such place as heaven and earth. We know everything. But for Christians and Muslims, they don't believe in reincarnation. If those people also want to get enlightenment, you see, from the young age, we have been taught so many lies. God is in the temple, God is in the sky, and so many fairy tales our parents have taught us, and we have also grown up with the lies. But for the Muslims and Christians, it is that faith is ingrained. They don't believe in the reincarnation. Whether such kind of people, how they can come to the enlightenment area? And because some
They
of
will
my
they,
friends,
they will go to Swarga. They will go
they
to
will go.
heaven.
Okay. For them, this path may not suit, or what is that? They will not
How?
understand, or what is that?
Not they will not. For them, it is blasphemous. It is a criminal to listen to anything else.
Okay, okay,
So how
okay.
they will listen?
Yeah, yeah. Sure,
So
sure.
don't worry about them.
Yeah,
If they
yeah.
want to come on
What
if they
is? Yeah,
if they
yeah.
want to
Boliye,
come on
boliye.
Zoom call, they can come on Zoom call. No problem.
Can I refer any of my friends if they are
Of course.
interested? They are all good
Zoom
people.
call.
Even
Zoom
even if I'm giving Lord Balaji Prasad, they will take it. Something like that. I
Zoom
can
call
Zoom
is
call. I
beyond
can.
religion. Zoom
It's
call is
beyond
beyond
religion.
religion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 100. Guruji, what is meant by super consciousness is you said in previous some of the thing
Super,
conscious. What is?
super consciousness means your consciousness is
Hmm,
twinning. You know, twinning. Twinning means what? Twinning means your consciousness is vibrating with the universal consciousness.
okay.
When
That
your
we call.
consciousness is vibrating with the universal consciousness, you are capable of creativity. You are capable of hunches, telepathy, sixth sense.
Okay. Okay. Guruji, the most important question of all I consider today now, it may be silly or not silly, I don't worry. I consider every question, whatever comes to my mind, I will ask you. Guruji, we know that I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the ego. I am the divine soul. This is the realization. I am the divine soul and SIP is in all. This is the fundamental teaching of AiR philosophy, actually. Ramana Maharishi says, who am I? I don't know whether it is correct or not. He always stresses we should always ask, who am I? Assume that I am sitting in this Zoom call. I am the Krishnan or Ahamatma sitting in the human costume, asking our Guruji a lot of questions. In the background of my mind or in the consciousness, should I ask, who is questioning, who is talking, whether because knowledge will not lead us to realization is different, knowledge is different. Whether I should put into test every time whether I am taking bath, who is taking
If
bath, whether the Ramana Maharishi approach, what is that actually?
if Krishnan
Mm,
is a chartered accountant Krishnan, if
mm,
he if he knows the what is the TDS amount to be deducted,
mm.
then should he go and again ask the income tax officer, sir, what is the TDS amount to be deducted?
No, that I can able to understand. You tell me what is Ramana Maharishi's who am I
Ramana Maharishi,
self-inquiry?
what he's telling, Nan Yaru, already you finished crossing that. That's what I'm telling you. Already know
Oh,
the
you,
TDS. Why you are asking
okay.
again what you already know?
Then what is the difference between knowledge and realization? How we can go to the realization? We have a knowledge.
What is the difference between water and ice?
Both are same. It is in a
No.
solid form. This is in a liquid form.
Water needs crystallization
Mm,
to become ice.
mm,
Water water needs crystallization to become ice.
mm.
Knowledge needs realization to become wise.
Knowledge needs realization to become wise. But there is a process of putting the water into the fridge. It has to freeze to a certain point. After that, it becomes ice. But how this knowledge of self-realization and God realization, how we will realize it? We know that we have crossed all these things. When Ramana Maharishi was there, he was asking himself, who am I, what am I, why I am here? But
You
how
already
we will
found out.
realize it?
You already realize, no, I am not body. Body will die. I am not mind. Where is the mind? I cannot find. Ego. If I am not the body and mind, then what is ego telling I? Who is this I? I
Mm.
am not I. I am Neti Neti Tattvamasi. Finish. Ramana Maharishi was here, he will do salam namaskar to you. If Ramana Maharishi was there, he would have told you,
Okay.
you are established, sir. You are already established.
Okay, okay. Guruji,
Huh.
final question. After this question, I will come back to you in a second round. This is a final question I'm asking. Many masters, many sayings. Like that one topic we discussed 10 days before or 15 days before. Last question I asked, you reserve this question after some time. Adi Shankara talks about Advaita. That what we are discussing now, actually. Madhvacharya, these three great acharyas of are topmost acharyas of this India. One is Adi Shankara. Okay, he has written so many books. Advaita. This I can able to
What's your
understand.
question? What's the
I am
question?
coming. I am coming. I'm coming. Second, Visishta Advaita. Ramanujacharya is talking about Visishta Advaita. God is one, and a lot of souls are different like that. Madhvacharya, God is different, and this is different. Whether those persons who are following Visishtadvaita or Dvaita, they cannot reach God. Only Advaita only will reach God, attain God or attain Sip.
Are they talking about attaining God like this? Are they talking?
No, no. In
They are not.
Visishtadvaitam,
No, they
they
don't
are
want to. They don't want to attain God.
okay.
They want to one in Dvaita. They want to go to Golaka, Vaikuntha, and play with Krishna. You also want
Okay.
like that. You want to go and play with Krishna and Gokula and Vaikuntha. You want to go.
Whether I want to go or not want to go, it is in Sip's hands. that
No,
is that
no.
is not at all.
If you believe that Krishna is there in Vaikuntha and Vishnu, you have to go there. Then it's a
Uh,
different logic altogether.
okay, okay,
So you have to concentrate on one item. Correct.
okay,
Don't
okay.
suddenly say,
No,
Guruji,
this
Guruji,
is just
that Chinese fellow, no, that Chinese fried rice very good. So can I put the Chinese fried rice in the idli and I can make the Chinese fried rice idli? How can you put
No,
the
no.
Chinese fried rice in the idli?
Okay.
It is separate school of thought.
Okay. Okay.
Advaita is the highest reality, is the highest school of thought. If you are following Advaita means leave everything else.
Okay. 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 Okay, Guruji.
Oh,
Thanks.
thank
Thanks.
you.
Thank you.
Pigs,
Thank you.
pigs,
I'll come
Krishna,
back.
Shiva. Pigs, Krishna, and Shiva. Last, I am
Shivam
Atma.
Guruji,
If there's nobody else question, then I am Atma. Yes.
birth and death are the biggest truth, and last janma are also a biggest truth. So, is there last life regret, past life regret? Is there
Regret, you mean regression. You're talking about
regression?
regression. Huh?
Yes, yes.
आपने कुछ सुन लिया अभी आप कुछ. What is the meaning of past life regression? You know?
Swami Salendar says that sometime when we treated the patient, they are not become healthy because in their past life they have some injury which is not become them healthy, and they go there in past life and understand them that is your last life body's problem. You left that body, right now you are in new body, you have to be left all these problems of that body, then only the patient become healthy.
कैसा हो सकता है ऐसे बोलो? वो
MBBS
last,
doctor Swami Sailendra also brothers, MBBS doctor is saying the same thing.
if you believe those things, then you will go around in circles. How can you have the disease of your last body, which is no more? आप बोलो कैसे?
I
आप
even
समझो नहीं. आप जो बात कर रहे हैं, आप explain to me how.
वो कह रहे हैं कि एक पेशेंट था जिसके लेग में प्रॉब्लम थी, हमने सारा ट्रीटमेंट किया पर परफेक्टली फाइन था, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं हमें फाइंड आउट हुई, हमने सर ईसीजी की, एमआरआई की,
फिर
कुछ भी वो नहीं। और जब हम उसके लास्ट लाइफ में उसको लेके गए और उसको वहां से अंडरस्टैंड किया कि आपकी लास्ट लाइफ जब आप सोल्जर थे, जब आपके पाँव में गोली लगी थी जिसकी वजह से आपकी डेथ हुई थी, वो लास्ट लाइफ की थी, वो बॉडी आप छोड़ चुके हो, राइट नाउ यू आर इन न्यू बॉडी, आप न्यू जन्मा में हो, आपको वो प्रॉब्लम तभी फॉरगेट होगी जब आप उसको लास्ट लाइफ में ले जाके वहां से और
दिस इज, ये सब बातें कंप्लीटली नॉट रेलिवेंट. आप ये सब बातों में पढ़ो मत. लास्ट लाइफ में कोई नहीं जा सकता है. Nobody can go into last life. This is only play of the mind. And if you go to last life, first of all, you cannot go to last life. And there is no connection of last life body and this life body. There is no connection. So there are 2 points to completely reject this point. Don't get it. See, when you have a straightforward method, it's just like for you, somebody wants to go from my house to the front house. Instead of crossing the road, they are walking 1 kilometer, then taking left turn, then taking left turn and walking 1 kilometer to come to their house. What is the point? Don't, please, fix. ये सब बातों में ना पढ़ो मत. Don't get into irrelevant matters. कि लास्ट लाइफ में मैं सोल्जर था, सोल्जर का गोली मारा, फिर वो गोली मारा तो ये बॉडी और वो बॉडी.
all these
These
are
are
mithya, only
not only
marketing strategy.
मिथ्या, जिसमें लोगों को डराना है. फिर लोगों को ठीक है आप मेरे पास हो, मैं सबको सोल्यूशन करता हूँ, मैं आपके बॉडी को सॉल्व करता हूँ, मुझे इतना पैसा दो. क्या होगा ये सबसे? Please don't get into this. This is my final statement to you. Okay? Krishna
Definitely, sir.
and Shiva. Thank you. Don't, because believing in this is very bad, because it will take you in the wrong direction. It will take you ulta.
Mm-hmm.
Krishna and Shiva.
Yes. So, yeah.
Krishnoham.
Yeah, Krishnoham. I was not able to see you. So, one is a follow-up question of Aham Atma. When you said about Vaikunta and Goloka, everything has a superficial meaning and the deeper meaning, right? Because Vaikunta means a place where there is no suffering. So it could be a unification with Sip, in the deeper sense of the term, Vaikunta or
That's for you.
Goloka and all.
for you, you're viewing it as a alignment of Dvaita, Advaita, correct? But for people who believe in Dvaita, there's not like that. For people who believe in Dvaita, it means going to Krishna and playing with the gopis. It is exactly literally that.
So my question is slightly different. When I ask itself, I'm sure you will say you are reading something, you are listening to somebody.
No,
Yes,
don't
it
be
is
sure.
based on my, yeah, it is based on my past learning. But this also comes in between. So I'm asking you, sir, because the term Sat Chit Ananda, yeah, because when you have taught us and when we have now realized also I'm not the body, mind, or ego, and I'm the divine soul, that is the truth. That is the only truth. And for that truth, the soul itself is, it is self illuminating. It does not need a consciousness to tell you because it is self illuminating. So when you
Absolutely.
say, so when you say Sat ke Chit, what is that? Because then is it Sat is equal to Chit? Because where is the other truth? May what is another consciousness? Consciousness is truth. Sat is truth. I'm the divine soul. This is again, let me tell you, this is from Upadeshasara. They ask you the question, where is another consciousness? So I want you to explain how should we relate to that? You know.
So first of all, do not feel any question is not relevant, first of all. And don't
Pehले
think
I
any
never
question is
understood all
silly.
this, sir.
Yeah. And even if you read any scripture and come to me and ask me anything, provided it falls under the gamut of the truth, I will explain. If you come and tell me, नहीं वो बोलता है अदरक पानी में डाल के फिर उसके बाद टमाटो से मिक्स करके पीना क्या करना, I can't explain that because I don't believe in that. But if you ask me Satchitanand, I can explain anything about Satchitanand to you. Now, what you say, the soul by itself does not need any Satchitanand, right? Is the soul is a spark of unique life. That spark of unique life is one with SIP.
Mm.
When we say spark of unique life, what we actually mean, that spark, when do you first, when according to you, the first presence or your awareness of the spark of unique life, when?
I think when I was in my guru's presence and now in this call, many a times, many a
Not
times.
that. When does that spark of unique life become real
Evident.
in our life? In our life,
Yeah,
when does that spark of
yeah, the understanding is when you shift from your mind state to consciousness. And then, what is your question, sir?
the spark of unique life, and only focus on spark of unique life, that it came to you today or it came to you at the time of your arrival there?
God.
Huh?
First is I got.
Zygote. That's the right answer.
Yeah,
That so before that spark of unique life came into the zygote,
yeah.
where was that spark of unique life? Where was it before that?
It was with sip.
Ah, so you're so clear in your understanding.
Yeah,
So sip is the ocean. Where did the wave come from? The wave came from the ocean. Where did the wave go back? The wave go back. So you should understand it so crystal clear that it should become realization. So now that spark of unique life, therefore, is actually, what is that spark of unique life?
sip.
It's it.
Energy. Sip. Yeah.
When that spark of unique life creates the fertilization of an sperm and an egg, and like that ting tong, that fertilization happens, in that moment we call that spark of unique life soul. That's when the soul is now part of the one cell. Up to now,
Yeah.
no doubt in all these things.
No, no,
That spark of unique life, that soul in that cell, then multiplies to 2 into 4, 4 into 8. No doubt about this.
no doubt.
Then it becomes 25 billion cells. A baby arrives on the planet.
True.
Now, that spark of unique life is in every cell of the existence. From 25 billion cells, it becomes 35 trillion cells. You may be having about
Yes.
35 trillion cells. I'm
Yes.
talking
Yes.
from scientific and information, whatever we have.
True. True.
Now you're saying that spark of unique life already has consciousness or already has Satchidanand. This is your question, right? What is now? Now you have explained your question. Now, when we are in this point, repeat your question.
Now with your explanation और भी मुझे clarify मतलब बहुत clear हो रहा है. When you are in the world, you are acting in the world with your body, mind and ego. You of course require your consciousness because you are clouded. I never knew I had a soul. But now when I am in that soul state or the consciousness state, I don't then require a satta chitta.
You don't need such chit. Who said you need such chit?
You are
If you
already in
don't,
that anand.
if you are in that anand, it means that you are in Satyachit Anand. Because if you are experiencing that Anand, you don't need Satyachit to be in that Anand. You are in Satyachit. The moment you are not in, suppose Krishna comes as Krishna. No, why? No, I don't agree. This one, that one. Then what happened to Chit? Chit has become mind. If Chit
Right.
has become mind, what happened to Sat? Sat became myth.
Right.
अभी
Right.
clear हो गया ना?
Very clear,
So,
very clear.
when you are in a state of ananda, you are in that state of ananda only because there is truth consciousness. The moment if you and me lose truth consciousness, Krishna, in that moment we become miserable. If the doctor tells you have got cancer, means immediately we become unhappy. Immediately we become miserable because immediately from consciousness we go to mind state. We think I am the body, I have cancer, I will die, I will suffer. Immediately we lose consciousness. But as long as, see, that's why in this call, what is the beauty of this call? We have to try to be in the moment. In this moment, Krishna, as you and me are talking, there's so much bliss, there's so much ananda. Then why we lose this bliss? We lose this bliss because immediately we start thinking, वो कल क्या हो गया? ये कल क्या होने वाला है? We go. The moment we start doing like this, the consciousness is gone.
Go. Right.
The
Got
moment
it,
that
sir.
consciousness is gone, the ananda is gone. And immediately we, all of us we are, because as long as the eyes, ears, nose are open, we are listening to the samsara. In this samsara, there is dukkha. What Buddha, as long as, if anything we listen now, anything, not you and me. If a dear one, if the dear one comes and says, देखो देखो मेरा पूरा कट हो गया, पूरा blood आ रहा है, oh yo, it's immediately that how to be in consciousness of that. You can't be in consciousness. I am soul is सब गया in 1 second गया. So therefore, trying to be in ananda, trying to be in satchit, whatever. This is the method because this is the truth.
Yeah.
The truth is one day we all will be gone. The truth is that nothing will be ours. We all in this call, we know it thoroughly. Nothing will be ours. Nobody will be ours. But we are going on clinging, suffering.
Sir, one more question, may I?
Yeah,
One more.
yes, please ask.
Sir, this is again after you spoke about the guru. You always say this, but when did your guru become your God? How can you understand that guru became your God? Because will the guru also, because you say God is in your heart, God is in the temple of your heart. But for us, how can I get all the answers from the guru who resides within me? Or when does
Guru
the guru
became
become your God?
Guru became God on 31st of August 2014.
Mhm.
On 31st of August 2014, when that happened, then I understood. When I got that spark, when I got that illumination, then I realized, अरे प्रभु तो गुरु के रूप में आके ये सब सिखा रहा है मुझे. कितना टाइम से गुरु सिखा रहा है, मुझे सिखा रहा है. I am like a idiot. I am such a faltu person. Guru is trying to explain from such a long time, and such an idiot. I am such a pakka stupid fellow. I am. On the 31st of August, when the eyes opened, immediately reverence. First thing I did in 1st September, 2nd September, I think I ran to Guru. As
So
soon as I
before
got
also,
realization.
before also, you always had the reverence and love to your guru, right? And Muchi,
but
I have one more question.
but
Was there
never
any
considered
restrictions?
but never
Was there any
considered him to
restriction?
be no, but never considered him really to be God.
Okay, was there any restrictions in asking him anything about,
No,
your decisions, your permissions? Because I
and
want to ask you something, but I'll WhatsApp to you. Did you ask every permission, everything you decide to your guru?
see, I can ask, but he was not a restrictive guru, na. A guru, he would guide. He had not instructed me. Oh, you can't do like this without asking me. No, there was
On
no
that.
conditions. Uh,
Did he, right, when you ask, was there many occasions when he said a strict no, a firm no? Don't do that.
yeah, if I ask a question, he could give a firm no. Suppose once I told him, can I eat egg? Once he said no, no. Then I told him the next after some time when he was in a good mood, I told Dada, I'm not eating egg in the villages where the male and female cock and hen are brushing. I'm eating unfertilized egg. He said, okay, then it's okay. So like that. So because he was a very, very profound guru. I mean, he never. mm, he would tell me, for example, from 10, 15 years back, something happened. When it came to lust, for example, he was very firm. He said, lust can destroy you. So, no,
So I'll
no.
ask you the question straight on here itself because in the group also, I think many would have such questions. What I wanted to ask you was, it is silly, of course. So there is a Bhajagovinda webinar coming up. And Mucheto, one side I think, oh, it's beautiful. Let me join the webinar. It's an 18-day or 21 days by the Chinmaya mission. But on the other side, I think when my guru is giving me anything, should I join? Should I not join? Will I get confused this time? Yeah.
You won't get confused with Adi Shankara. You won't get confused with Chinmaya Mission. You won't get confused. Correct. There's no harm.
So I
My
can
concern
join.
is, yeah, you can join. My concern, see, if you're just to time pass, to learn something, it's not
But
that.
I'm always fascinated by such texts. Though I get everything from you, I don't know, बहुत एक kind of a passion is for such books. I already have learned Bhajagovinda, but
I
again
have
and again to
I
hear.
have not restricted you all from any text which is pure Advaitic. If you are following Ramakrishna Mission, Chinmaya Mission, Adi Shankara, Ramana Maharishi, I never stop you from following this path because all these paths are the pure Advaitic path. What I say is sometimes I don't want you to get confused. Suppose you take literally some particular text and then you say, oh, it's a ye ho gaya, ye aisa hona hai. Don't get confused. If you have a doubt, friend, come and ask on this call. But there's no harm in it's better than wasting your time in some faltu matters. What's the harm in Bhajagovindam? I also quote Bhajagovindam. What is the harm? Nothing wrong.
The full text. Anyway, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. We are going on to Siba and Will. And then last Atma, because Atma will ask as many questions as you want. Last batsman.
Guruji, pranam, Guruji.
Pranam.
Guruji, today I saw a dead body and it was donated. And then I started realizing, मतलब गुरुजी में अच्छी खासी पहचान थी मेरी उनके साथ. And then it was donated and then I started realizing कि जो भी अच्छा organs है, whatever the organs they can use, they will use, and बाकी के body का क्या. So I realized that Guruji की now this मतलब because of there is no soul, the body is useless. So Guruji,
तो
that
क्या
was, and I was
बॉडी
speechless.
बॉडी डोनेट किया तो मतलब बॉडी डोनेट किया उसके बाद बॉडी को क्रियाक्रम नहीं किया
नहीं किया गुरुजी.
ऐसे
Guruji, it
बॉडी
was
को
donated and हाँ Guruji. And for 2 hours, Guruji, I was speechless. Matlab, she lost so much weight in that she was healthy previously. Because of some reason, she lost the weight. Guruji, ऐसे thin body एकदम. और Guruji, and after that, matlab, I contemplated Guruji, and after that 2 to 3 hours, I was speechless. I couldn't speak a word, Guruji. कि soul निकलने के बाद क्या हालत होने वाली है, ऐसा ही सब कुछ चलने वाला है. And that was a big realization for me today, Guruji. And from
गुड
that, I
वेरी
was
गुड
from. And Guruji, the second question was that just now you were saying Krishna, Guruji, ki, even though we don't listen, even when we listen, we see samsara, still we are down in that many ways. But Guruji, abhi to aise hoga कि my samsara I have made it restricted, Guruji, कि किसका सुनती नहीं, किधर जाती नहीं, किधर आती नहीं. But why it happens that I lose my consciousness, Guruji?
If you are not in samsara, you can't lose your consciousness.
Guruji, no, Guruji. I'm speaking the truth, Guruji. No phone calls, nothing, Guruji, nothing is.
But the losing of consciousness comes only in samsara.
But Guruji, I was alone. I was maintaining in peace. Guruji,
Your mind, then you are not in samsara, but your mind is in samsara. Your mind is still there.
No, Guruji, no thought was there, Guruji.
Then
Guruji,
why do you say you're not in conscious?
I
Then
don't
you're
know,
in.
Guruji. I should know that reason. I should know, na, Guruji.
Then you should be in consciousness. Consciousness is that state where there is no mind. When you lose your consciousness means mind has arrived. If the mind has arrived, only then you can lose consciousness. Consciousness does not go anywhere. It's like the bright blue sky. Sky cannot go anywhere. Sky is there. अगर कुछ बादल आ जाते हैं तो स्काई को कवर कर सकते हैं. बादल नहीं आया तो स्काई को कोई किधर नहीं जा सकता है.
Guruji, from then I was trying to find out that thought also कि क्या आया, क्यों ऐसा हुआ, क्यों, but no reason. And thirdly, Guruji, yesterday I don't go for shopping also, nothing, Guruji, but I went with my daughter, Guruji, and I got stuck with one thing, Guruji, and that really destroyed my consciousness day before yesterday, Guruji. So Guruji, समझ में आ रहा है कि I am not meant for that, but still that thing was not going from my head, Guruji. And then after that we came home, I forgot. Then second day again कि मैं जाके लेके आऊँ क्या वो, मैं जाके लेके. Guruji, why it happened, Guruji? Then
this is mind.
Guruji, it should not happen, Guruji.
It will not happen if you are now itself on the call only. You are so much in mind state.
No, Guruji.
I'm just telling you. If you are in mind state, this problem will come. If you are in consciousness, you lock the mind, you block the mind. You activate your intellect. Your intellect has closed the door. अंदर आने का चांस ही नहीं है. आपका डोर खुला है. खुला खुला आजा आजा आजा. You are like that door. So then the problem नहीं. If it's just like saying गुरुजी वो डोर भी बंद किया, विंडो भी बंद किया, सब कुछ बंद किया, पूरा घर में मक्खी आ गया. कैसे आ गया मक्खी? सब डोर बंद किया, विंडो बंद किया, तो कैसे आ गया मक्खी? कुछ तो ओपनिंग होगा ना. मक्खी अंदर है तो कुछ तो ओपनिंग होगा ना. Close all the openings and be in that state of yoga. Be in that state. Maybe what you need to do, Siba, you must try to practice yoga. Yoga means dhyana yoga, bhakti yoga. Leave all these unnecessary things and connect in yoga. I'm giving you a new practice. Please try it.
Thank you,
Will.
Guruji.
Thank you. Will Rajanand. True Rajanand, huh? No, Will and Rajanand. I think Rajanand has gone out and coming back.
Shiva, so what an excellent high-powered discussion today. So I have a question really around the books you're writing, whether you are be able to write books on behavior. Many religions, they describe relative purity, like it's not something that you've gone into for some reason, but just kind of describe, like, what is the point of doing meditation practice if at the same time committing adultery or stealing or thinking bad thoughts, these type of actions. And I don't know if that is too sensitive or too difficult, if it would be possible, because the problem is that many religions are also not really doing it. They don't do it in a very practical or useful way. It's in a very vague way, but it's quite delicate and sensitive. In the Buddhist tradition, they lay down various precepts in some kind of way. It's done in a very simple way, and I don't know if you've ever thought of doing something like that. It would be an extra arrow to your, it would be a very different type of book you are writing. I don't exactly know how to write it, because you can create a lot of offense and people can become very.
No, you can send me some thoughts on WhatsApp as to what book you're suggesting about. But all I can tell you is, see, I don't write a book. SIP gives me the book.
Yes.
So it's not that I am writing a book. No, whatever SIP tells me, that I write. So I am not somebody who thinks, okay, I should write this book and therefore then write the book. No, it doesn't happen like that.
Yes.
So but you can give me your thoughts. If it's the will of SIP, definitely book will happen. If I try to write a book, I'm incapable of writing a book. You must understand that. Only SIP writes through me. So I don't write a book. But please send me your thoughts. I will surrender it to SIP
Can
if it
I?
has to become a book.
Yeah, I have a similar question. Also, another subject relative is discussions on politics. You've stayed out of that, but there are certain areas like education and so on which might be interested. But it's the same idea. The idea is that you don't get told; you get told what to write. But it would be,
Yeah.
it
So
would be.
when SIP tells me what to write, I write. For example, now I'm writing 12 steps to find peace of mind. I never knew till the day I was writing the book. I did not know. I was supposed to write 11 steps to kill the mind you cannot find. I changed the name of the book. SIP told me no. The book is called 12 Steps to Find Peace of Mind. It's beautiful. I already finished. I finished 70% of the book. So that book will be out. So each time SIP gives, for example, SIP gave me a book called True Love. I don't know how many of you have read that book. It's now getting promoted as Book of the Month in Crossword. For the in by I think this week it will be a new book in all the 104 crossword shops. So SIP, um, if I try to write a bhajan, Ru Mataji told one bhajan. Ru Mataji told one bhajan, संसार को फिर संसार को छोड़ के जाते हो भगवान को क्या तुम पाओगे. So I wrote that bhajan because of Rumataji. Rumataji gave few days back that song. So that happens automatically. Okay, Will.
Can I
Thank
ask?
you.
You've raised
Yes.
the issue of bhajans, and my feeling is you have a very good voice. There's something about your voice, and my question is whether your backing tracks could be less noisy. Like, for example, if they could be more gentle, and for example, you can use the guitar in a very nice way, just as a very light backing track. It's just my
We can.
suggestion.
Have you heard the new song Mantra Jeene Ka? Have you heard that song?
I haven't heard it yet. No, no.
Oh, it's on the YouTube. Please hear that and give me your feedback.
Thank you,
It's
sir.
called Mantra Jeene Ka. It's on the YouTube. It's a new song on my in AiR YouTube. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Then give me your feedback. Rajanan, thank you. Will. Rajanan Jyoti. The two Rajanans putting hand up. हाँ एक ही आपके दो कैमरा ऑन है आपके दोनों हाथ ऑन है ठीक है बोलो बोलिए
सर आवाज आ रही है सर
हाँ आ रहे हैं बोलो सर
जस्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट खराब था मैं दैट इज व्हाई आई वाज चेकिंग इट सर माय सबमिशन इज दैट आप अभी बोल रहे थे दैट वी हैव टू बी इन ट्रूथ कॉन्शियसनेस ऑलवेज
हाँ हाँ
सर तो isn't it that at this stage can we say that to be in truth consciousness is just a pointer pointing that here you are what you are the ultimate reality the soul existence consciousness bliss just a pointer now at this stage I'll say to be in truth consciousness
to be in truth consciousness means to always be in that consciousness
मतलब एक डंडा है जो हमें बोलता है यार you are
ना
here you are
ना ना
not
ना
like
ना
that
ना
okay.
अगर वो डंडा है यू आर हियर यू आर हियर यू आर हियर वो ऐसा होगा तो ट्रुथ कॉन्शियसनेस नहीं होगा
that means
the
it's an
one
object
once you realize you don't have to memorize
अच्छा it will happen
आप बार बोलेंगे ये मेरा नाक है ये मेरा नाक है ये मेरा नाक है ये मेरा नाक है कल आप देंगे है मेरा नाक है हाँ 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 नाक है नाक है नाक कितनी बार बोलेंगे नाक है नाक है नाक है
so it can't be a pointer
you must be in that ananda सत्य का चित आनंदा है सच्चिदानंदा
we have to reach to a state of being
of course
yes
not knowing
yes.
you cannot know
Not
सच्चिदानंद
there is no knowing there is no action there is nothing कोई verb नहीं है adjective नहीं है adverb नहीं कुछ नहीं है
ज्योति
thank you sir
Jyoti, Krishna, Aham Atma.
Shivogam, Guruji.
Shivoham. You can ask in Hindi, English, Tamil, anything you can ask.
English.
Ah.
Guruji, how to still the mind in meditation? Give me some tips.
So, to still the mind, first you must meditate. First, you must sit with eyes closed, eyes, ears, nose, mouth. Don't put a bida in the mouth. Don't keep having pan bida. Meditation. Cannot do like that meditation. Meditation means when you're trying to still the mind, when you're trying to meditate, immediately the mind will jump. Mind will say that the clothes outside in the balcony now raining, it will get wet. Mind will go there. Or suddenly you are meditating, then in the door you will hear meow, meow. No, that cat, I forgot to keep milk. The cat has come for milk. Constantly, something or the other will make the mind ding, ding, dong, dong, ding, dong. Let the mind go. Let the mind is thinking about meow, like chodo chodo. First come here. First you be here. Clothes are getting wet. Let it get wet. I have to cut the sabzi for the dinner. Wait. Mind will go so many places. You watch that mind fellow going here, going there, going there, going there, going there. When you keep on watching that fellow going here, going here, going there, going, slowly that fellow will come in. It's a practice to be still. Somebody asked me, I will keep on meditating. I told what meditating? I will keep on repeating. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not the body. I am not the mind. You keep on repeating, then you will not be able to reach that state of consciousness, of awareness. Awareness means even if you are telling something, you should not tell consciously. If you're telling something also, it should be subconscious. Suppose you're saying, Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Don't pay attention to what you're saying. It should happen spontaneously. You should not be thinking what I'm saying. This is meditation. Meditation means, tell me.
Another
Got it?
question.
Yeah, yes,
Another
yes.
question. When I'm meditating long time, 3 hours meditation morning, sometimes my head is falling down and locked.
No need to do 3 hours meditation. No need.
Okay. What is
Because
right meditation?
see,
How many?
meditate. See, because you have got some work to do. No, you're working somewhere. You're
Uh,
not working anywhere. You're working or
no, no.
housewife or what? In the house
Houses.
only. So, but you have to do some cooking, cleaning, this one, that one. See,
House.
ultimately, meditation means 24/7 you should be meditation. This is the best meditation. All the time you should be in consciousness. Even if you are cutting the vegetable also, whatever you are doing, in that awareness. If you can be in that awareness all the time, if you're in that awareness, then your meditation is successful. Then you are in consciousness. So therefore, more than meditation, we must be meditative. You must be
No,
meditative. Meditative means
mindfulness.
being in that, being in Ananda. Being in Ananda. प्रभु पास है कण कण में है Prabhu is here. Being in that state of eternal bliss. That is real
Okay.
meditation. Not
Okay.
some people waiting. What you meditating, waiting? What green light one? Green light. I'm waiting. Green light, no, blue light, purple light should come here. I am waiting for blue light. That is not
Okay.
meditation.
Okay.
Meditation
Okay.
just,
Thank you.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Krishna, Aham Atma, will.
It's Krishnoham again. So it's
Krishna
so
will.
beautiful. When you even talk, we get into that meditativeness. My question is a simple question. So you have always taught us, I'm asking this most humbly, why the title is How to Find Peace of Mind, when you have told us even a peace of mind cannot bring peace of mind.
This title is to attract people to pick the book.
Oh, okay.
Because the common
Oh,
people in the world, they all are finding peace of
yeah,
mind. No, everybody.
yes.
So the book is called 12 Steps to Find Peace of Mind. When they pick the book, they say, what is it, what you're saying? When there's a peace of mind, there can be there's nothing like peace of mind. There is
Yes.
nothing, you cannot find peace of mind. There's a dichotomy in the title itself.
True. So because today I had my circle and the topic was me, mind. And everybody was like arguing with me ki I get good thoughts in my mind. And every time I had to tell them that is consciousness, that's not mind. Yeah, so it will be very
Like,
useful.
but they
Yes.
will not be able to understand. For people
Yeah.
to understand, it takes a lot of practice to understand.
And I did your 5 minutes meditation. Very fortunately, I got it on mind. You had done a 5 minutes on mind.
Huh.
The
So
5 minute
was it good?
meditation. That helped a lot. But still, one person said he wanted to come and ask you today, but he has not joined. He said, why is he speaking only of negativity in the mind? I get good thoughts. I said, this is,
Tell him, because
uh,
he have explained, send him a message. Mind is MIND, misery, ignorance,
yeah.
negativity,
But they
desire.
were not ready to accept. No, they will not, unless they know what is consciousness.
So
Yeah,
see that everybody is not blessed to understand why are we are not enemies of the mind.
true.
No, mind is only a construct. There is
So,
nothing
but
called
then in
mind.
your book, when you're saying this in your book, at least if you can quote the very popular scriptural lines, which also say man. In Guru Granth Sahib also man, Bhagavad Gita also man, but in context it means different, but many scriptures confuse us when they,
That is
mind
that
and
is the
is
that is the problem,
synonymously
right?
used. Yeah.
That that is why people who are just following all scriptures of so long, everybody we should have been learning from them enlightenment. Why we are not able to learn from them enlightenment? Because vichara so it's not that we are some dada or we are some champions about this. What we are speaking is nothing different from the Upanishads, nothing different from Bhagavad Gita. You know it by now. Everything is rooted in the truth. That and this is a very beautiful thing. This whole concept of mind, which we have been blessed with, is so beautiful because unless how will you reach consciousness? People don't know the matlab, how to get to consciousness. People don't know. So maybe SIP gave us this method because this method is it's so easy. For example, to realize I'm not body and mind, so easy, birth and death. Why no scripture is talking so much? Why so easy? Why no scripture is talking about it? Oh, Prabhu ki kripa hai. Whatever Prabhu is telling to do, we will do like that. Good. Aham Atma, will, Harsh. Enough. Ending with Harsh. Aham Atma, will and Harsh.
Yeah. Yeah, Guruji, I have a couple of questions. I think today it is possible. I really don't know, but you have to give me some extra time. I was
Ah,
waiting. Good.
tell me, tell
Is
me.
enlightenment and salvation both are same or different actually?
Ah,
Enlightenment and salvation.
enlightenment and salvation. It is How do I see what the Westerners may call something?
Okay.
Westerners, they say, I have a glass of water. And you come
Mm.
and say, Tanni, konja tanni, tanni. Then I don't want tanni, tanni. I don't want your tanni. I want water. You know, I want water. Water, what? Hideka pani, pani. I don't
Mm.
want your pani, pani. Tanni, no tanni, tanni. I want
Okay.
water, water.
It
So
means both are same.
salvation,
Yeah.
no, no, it's not the sea. For them, water does not mean from the tap you take like this. For them, water must come in bottle, Bisleri bottle like this. Everybody has got a different way. Salvation comes from the Western method of where you are able to go to heaven.
Mm.
Salvation is not the same as liberation and unification, but it is equivalent to.
It is
It is
equivalent.
in
Okay.
Hinduism it will say moksha and liberation. In the Western
Mm.
world, they say salvation. And they say
Mm.
salvation and they use the term enlightenment in the Western
Mm.
world. So
Sure.
you don't worry about it. Next.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, my next question. I'm in consciousness now for
Hmm.
asking this question. No? With consciousness, I'm asking. Uh, uh, there are a lot of Sai Baba, Raghavendra Swamigal, lot of things you must be knowing it. Can
Many.
we pray to those kind of things? I'm in consciousness now. I know that myself and Sip are same. Because today I went to Raghavendra temple. When some problem comes, you please pray to them. I know that he is also Sip, I am also Sip. It is not that he is not a Sip.
No,
Can we pray to those kind of a deities?
I pray to this bottle also.
Okay.
Sip is
Okay.
everywhere, no.
Sip is
Sip
everywhere.
is,
Okay, okay.
then why you are going to this Swamigal, this Swamigal, that Swamigal?
Okay.
What you want to?
Okay.
Sip is inside you only. It
Okay.
is just like you are going all the way to you are going to one of
Okay.
Adiyar. You are going to Adiyar and you are asking Siri madam, yes sir,
Mm.
what you want? I am Atma. Please come. What you want? Can I have a glass of Can I have a glass of water, madam? Take one glass. You take bottle. I'll give big bottle. What happened in your house? There is no water. Or what? No, no, no. I thought Adiyar water is better than my house water. I came to Adiyar to take water from you from Adiyar.
Okay.
You
Understood.
go to Adiyar
Understood.
to take water and go to your house. Why should you go to Adiyar
Understood.
to take water?
Okay. Okay. Guruji, my next question is the highest form of karma yoga is to bring the persons into this call actually. No? The highest service to SIP, to bring the persons. How we can bring the persons? It is not just telling her how to bring.
You cannot
How
hold by
to
the neck. You cannot hold by the neck and bring. But
okay.
bringing to this call
Mm,
means
mm,
helping people open the door to realize God.
correct.
The biggest thing is not about bringing to this call,
Mm,
but the biggest karma yoga is making people realize God. That's why when you bring people on this call,
mm,
they're opening the door to God realization.
correct.
Therefore, it is highest karma yoga because it is not easy to realize God in this world. How to realize God?
Yeah.
So difficult, so difficult, so difficult.
Yeah. Uh, Understood.
Last
So
question.
unfolding of every event is due to the past karma. Unfolding of every event.
Of
Accepting the past karma is okay for me,
past
but the
karma means
mind
what?
goes to the future.
Past karma means what do you understand by
Past
past
karma
karma?
means a twin karma. By
Ah,
last agami karma and present karma, whatever is the
correct.
twin
Merge,
karma.
twin.
Twin
Everything is
karma to
happening. Everything in this world is unfolding as per twin karma. Continue.
yeah, accepting the past is okay, definitely, because establishing in the law of karma itself is establishing in the
Then
consciousness.
further,
Now, then the mind goes to the future, the fear of future. The entire humanity is struck with the future. How to avoid
you
it?
don't you don't
How
have
to
to be.
avoid?
If
How
you
to
want to be,
avoid that?
if if you want to be happy,
Uh,
there is only one way.
uh,
Live life moment by moment.
yeah,
The moment you open the door to yesterday,
mm.
tomorrow, gone. You're finished. If you really want to live
I think the
life
line got disconnected.
beautifully,
It looks. Hello,
if you want to
hello.
live life Okay. Aham Atma seems to have gone. Will and Harsh. Will and Harsh. Last question, Will and Harsh.
Shivam. So,
Sure.
you use the word soul, and many other people also use the word soul, and they use it obviously with slightly different meanings and so on. So this is just in English we have the word soul, but they mean something different from what you mean by soul. But in many traditions, they talk about the soul being somehow tainted or damaged by various bad conduct. But I
Oh,
don't know if
in,
you.
in our in our community, they say the soul becomes a ghost. So people say bhoot. In India, they say bhoot, pret. हाँ, क्या बोलते हैं? Pret, bhoot, so many names. So Will, you have to several times. The soul that you're talking of is what is making your heart beat. You can touch it now. You can feel it. You can hold your pulse and you can feel the presence of the soul. Correct, Will?
Well, it's a very interesting subject, and it's it's extremely uh,
But don't complicate.
it's
It's very simple. It's the energy that makes your eye blink. It's the energy that makes you talk or walk. It's the energy that makes you sing to do anything. That is the soul energy. Simple. Don't complicate it.
and the question really is in many traditions they use this word soul, but in a different way from you. But they talk about the soul as being something that gets damaged by bad behavior.
How can the soul get damaged?
I don't know.
You do one thing. You please damage one. You please damage 1 gallon of air. I'll give you $1 million. Can you damage 1 gallon of air? You can't. You can pollute it. You can't damage it. So the soul is beyond what is in the Bhagavad Gita. You can't burn the soul, you can't cut the soul, you can't wet the soul. The soul is beyond all this.
Okay, I might message you on this. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Last question, Harsh.
I might message you on this.
Harsh.
Yes, Shivam.
Shivoham.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot your name. Joining so
Ah,
late. Actually, I type in the chat box. See, actually, how do we know what happens after death?
what happened?
Because the person who is
But
alive,
how can you know? How can you know what happens after death when
I'll
you're
repeat,
dead?
I'll repeat. My question is, how do we know what happens after death? Are those all stories, fairy tales? Because the one person who is alive cannot have that experience, and the person who is dead will not be come back and tell us that this happens and then that happens. So are all those fairy tales or rumors or what?
There is no rumors. At death, one of two things happens. The body dies, right? Nobody can deny the body dies. That's called death.
You say body doesn't exist. The
The
soul
body
departs.
dies. The body dies. The body.
Hmm.
Then either there is reincarnation or there's realization. But today the time has come to an end. You've come at the end of the call because this needs a 10 minutes explanation. But just to, you asked me what happened at death, there are only two possibilities. There's no 3 or 4 or 5 possibilities. Only two possibilities.
Okay, so I'll
Either,
ping you on WhatsApp. That won't take you much time because we are on the top of the. Uh, uh, um, I'll ping you on WhatsApp separately.
okay, but I'm just telling you the two things at death, either there's reincarnation or there's realization and liberation. With folded hands, I bow down to you.